Good morning, boys and girls. It's great to see you on Wednesday, the 17th of June, at the beginning of our whole primary assembly. So this morning, I'm welcoming pupils from first all the way to sixth of primary. This is our final assembly of the term, a real moment for celebration. I have lots of news, some really important news for you, so please stick with me and follow carefully everything we have to say. First of all, everybody, I would just like to congratulate everybody who has achieved and been awarded certificates throughout this term. Your tutors, and this year, of course, your tutors will be rewarding the final certificates of the year in their tutor group between now and the end of term. So do please look out for that, and congratulations to everybody who has been a wise owl, sensible squirrel, tough tortoise or team ant between 1st and 4th of EPO. The way you represent values is appreciated, recognised and very impressive. Well done. In 5th and 6th of EPO, of course, school badges. If we were present in school, I would today be awarding to pupils in 6th of EPO the bronze badges to José Mangas and Almudena. In 5th of EPO, I would be rewarding them to Santiago and Hector. So very, very well done to you. Silver badges today would be awarded to Maria, Teresa and Claire for reaching the landmark of 20 commendations. So very well done to those of you who've tipped the balance on 10 and 20. I think it's probably worth a special mention at this point, given it's the last assembly of term, to Alvaro Macias, who is actually on the only pupil on 29 commendations. If we did have another assembly and he manages in the next 2 days to get one more commendation, then he would hit the magic mark of the gold 30 commendations and the extra gold badge. So well done to everybody I've mentioned for your values and the way in which you represent them positively around school, especially in the last few months when you have continued to rack up those impressive recognitions for your efforts. Okay, I'm going to talk for a moment about the house competition, because today, of course, we round up and add up the scores of all of your efforts throughout the year. And when we look at all of the events which have taken place for the houses throughout the year, it really is an impressive calendar of effort and participation from all 4 houses. We started back in September with the House Day, when you all split into houses, welcomed new members and proudly wore your T-shirts. And the balance of activities throughout the term has been fantastic. 6th of EPO in particular, we had an impressive group from 6th and 5th of EPO who took part in the creative writing competition. Some of you were even published authors with the values-based education competition for creative writing and received certificates. Well done to you. There was a lot of sport in this year's house competition, from badminton to basketball, for example, and on the photo you can see that 1st and 2nd of ESO were participating as well. Artistic creativity and talent was the name of the day as well for many of you. When we headed into the Christmas competition, the art department contributed as you all put pen to paper and colour, of course. Over the Christmas holiday, your tutors encouraged you to represent happiness in the art competition, which you did in December and January, followed by photos which to represent kindness. These photos here, of course, are taken by pupils in 1st and 2nd of EPO, and again, your effort was fantastic. Our house musical soirees celebrated the artistic talent of our musicians and the efforts of the teachers and the pupils that attend the Escuela de Música. Well done to all of you. We did really well to manage to keep the programme going. 2 of our concerts took place in school with everybody present, and 2 of our concerts took place online. So we made a great effort in order to complete the competition, and I am grateful to you. Thank you, especially for those who stepped up in order to still contribute and keep things moving forwards with the competition, even though we were stuck at home. This photo competition represented nature and what you could find on your balconies and in your garden during confinement. Your creativity and participation again was very welcome. And then, of course, primary, you were invited to develop and hone your life skills, from sweeping the floor to stacking the dishwasher, cleaning windows, and of course, putting the washing on and setting the table. I'm sure your parents were very grateful for your help at home, whilst also racking up the points for your houses. 5th and 6th of April, your talent competition videos have already been displayed on YouTube. Well done to you. And 3rd and 4th of April, of course, your joke competitions entertained us all on Microsoft Teams in the correct channel. 1st and 2nd of April, we loved watching your dance competitions, and of course, we're very pleased with your contributions there. In the last week, news came in hot off the press of results of both primary and secondary sports competitions, the Olympics competitions, and I'm pleased to let you know that different houses won the events, many pupils participated, and it was great to see you finally getting outdoors, both in the primary and the secondary competitions, in order to show your sporting prowess. What does that mean, everybody? It means that we now have all competitions completed. We have the house points total, which has been calculated, and I am pleased to announce to you that in 2nd place, our runners-up for this year's house competition 2019-20 is St. Patrick's, and I would just like at this point to say a special congratulations to the captains, and in particular Alberto. Alberto has cajoled and encouraged the group of St. Patrick's housemates through the team's channel in order to keep participation going, and pushed the winning house all the way to the end. The winning house, therefore, this year in our competition is St. Andrews. So as I hold aloft the St. Andrews flag, I hope that every house is applauding and saying well done to St. Andrews at the moment. Well done to St. Andrews with a whole of 80.5 points. You have led from the front throughout the term. You have been pushed closely by St. Andrews in the final couple of months and their inspirational captain. And you finally have pipped the finishing line and end as winners of this competition. So the 2019-20 winners are St. Andrews of the house competition, and that represents an impressive effort across a range of sporting, artistic, photographic and performance competitions, which of course have required your participation, your time and your voluntary effort on many occasions, which is very much appreciated. You can see on the history board of our house champions that St. Andrews have now won on two years consecutively. In total, they have now won 4 times in the 11-year history, and that slightly pips St. Patrick's and St. George's ahead, who have an impressive haul of 3 championships on their title list. So well done, St. Andrews. In terms of making house history, you are now 1 step ahead of 2nd and 3rd place. Therefore, St. Andrews, I would like for St. Andrews and everybody here to celebrate and say well done. For St. Andrews, I would like to invite you to a special ceremony today, which will only take 5 minutes as we all gather together to say a special well done to you. That will be on the St. Andrews House channel on Teams at 11:25 during break time. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of visiting Lola. I went to her house and you can see her proudly lifting the flag, the same flag I have here. And of course, the house trophy. Lola says, as you can see on the screen, captains have not done everything. I have had great helpers who have helped me at all times. I would like to thank everyone who has taken the time to dedicate to helping our house. So well done, Lola. You have been an inspirational captain. And between Lola and Dimas, the other captain of St. Andrews, they get to hold on to that trophy and share it between now and September. From September, St. Andrews, you will see it proudly displayed in the cabinet in primary with the ribbons of St. Andrews, the blue ribbons. Dimas, the other captain of St. Andrews, sent me a kind message yesterday for all of you. Here it is. I am very happy to win the trophy. This is down to the effort of all members of St. Andrews House. Thanks to all that participated. So for everybody that took part in the house competition, I would like to say well done. And I would like to say a special thank you and well done to our inspirational captains. Now, everybody, we have 5 or 6 minutes left when I'm going to change direction now and talk to you about the value of the month. And this is a very appropriate value, freedom, because of course in 2 days' time you will have freedom as you finish the school term and have the long summer holiday ahead. I hope you're looking forward to it, but I would like you to consider for a moment what freedom really means for you. If I asked you, for example, please look at the screen and you'll see the images as I talk. If I asked you, for example, whether you need money to feel free, what would you really say? Would you say yes? If I asked you if the more money you have, the more freedom you would have, would you agree? Well, I want to talk to you about the difference between time and money. And of course, you have a lot of time ahead of you during the summer holiday, and I encourage you to use it well. When asked what's the biggest mistake one can make in life, the Buddha replied, the biggest mistake is to think that you have time. Don't get confused, everybody, between freedom and being free, not costing anything. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. Once it's lost, you can never get it back. Therefore, time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you can never get more time. Steve Jobs, who founded Apple at the age of 21 and tragically died at 50, said, "Your time is limited. So don't waste it living somebody else's life." There is good news and there is bad news, everybody. Listen carefully. The bad news first is that time flies. And the good news is that you're the pilot. Try to imagine your life as a bank account. Each day in your bank account of life are deposited 86,400 seconds. We would never waste it if it was money. So why do we waste it just because it's time? Those seconds are so much more powerful than euros because you could always make more euros, but you cannot ever make more time. Inside us all, there are two voices. One voice that wants to uplift, to expand, to grow and have fantastic experiences. And then there's the other voice in your head, the one that holds us back, the voice that makes us a little bit lazy sometimes, the voice that restricts us from reaching our potential. Every day when we wake up, including in the summer holiday, from the moment that we go to sleep, inside of us, there is a battle between these two voices. And guess which one wins? The one we listen to most. The one that we pay attention to. It is our choice how we use our time. Life teaches us to use our time. So you have to have some experience of life in order to understand how important time is and how to use it best. Look at what William Shakespeare said on the screen. William Shakespeare said, "Time is very slow for those who want, very fast for those who are scared, very long for those who are sad, and very short for those who celebrate. But for those who love, time is eternal." Those of you who have attended my values classes recently will know that the last value we have spoken about this school year is love, and the importance of basing your relationships on love for one another and for mankind. In summary, everybody, from the Buddha to Steve Jobs to Shakespeare, time is free and it gives you freedom. How do you want to be remembered at the end of this school year? And how are you going to spend and use your 86,400 seconds each day over this coming summer holiday? If I asked you now if you agree that it is an honour to have time and it is our duty to use it well, I hope that you would smile and raise your hand in agreement that your summer holiday is an opportunity to rest, restore your energy, relax, and use time as best you can basing your relationships on kindness and on love. So at this point, everybody, I would just like to say thank you for listening. It is 9:37. I am looking forward to seeing St Andrews and all members of St Andrews House during break as soon as possible after 11:20 in the St Andrews channel on the ETHI Alumnos group. Thank you for listening, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic last couple of days of term, and that you have enjoyed the assemblies that we have presented to you throughout the school year. A big well done to all of you in primary for your effort throughout confinement in particular. You have shown resilience and you have been really tough during this testing time. Your efforts are appreciated and recognised both via certificates, via medals, and of course the rewards that we give and the way in which we mention your names. Happy summer, everybody, and enjoy the end of term. Thank you very much for listening.